Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Astrology with Kai. If you've been feeling like something is about to change in your life, you are not imagining it. April's astrology is activating new opportunities, important decisions, and fresh starts for many signs. Let's look at what this means for you. In this video, we are going to talk about the astrology energy for April and what it means for each rising sign. April is a month of movement, new beginnings, and powerful shifts in directions. Some of you may start a new chapters in your life, while others may begin to see the first signs of something that has been building for a while. The energy this month encourages to take action, trust our intuition, and move forward with greater confidence. For some people, this may bring opportunities in career and finances. For others, it may activate relationships, creativity, or personal growth. Remember, astrology is a map of timing. It shows where life is opening new doors and where we are being guided to evolve. As always, I recommend watching this forecast for your rising signs first, then your sun and moon sign. But the rising sign must be the most accurate. And let me know down below in the comments how this forecast resonates with you. Let's get started and see what April has in store for you. Hello Aries, forecast for April 2026 for Aries rising sign. April is a very powerful month for you because there is a huge concentration of energy happening in your first house. Aries, you have Neptune, Saturn, and the Sun in Aries in your first house, and this put the focus directly on you, your identity, your direction, and the person you're becoming. The Sun here brings visibility and awareness. You may feel that life is asking you to step forward and take ownership of your own path. But Saturn is also here, which means that this process may feel serious. There may be new responsibility or feeling that you need to mature into a new version of yourself. And then also you have Neptune in the same house. Neptune brings dreams, inspiration, and imagination. So Aries rising may feel like they're standing between a dream and responsibility, between imagining a new future and building something real. This is the beginning of a cycle where you're slowly refining who you are. At the end of the first house, we also have Chiron in Aries, and Chiron often shows where healing is happening. Some Aries rising people may become more aware of old wounds around confidence or self-expression, but at the same time, this can also become a source of wisdom and strength. In the financial front, there is a good news. Venus is moving through Taurus in your second house, which is actually a very positive placement for money and personal values. Venus in Taurus can attract opportunities related to finances, clients, and some kind of material stability. But Uranus in Taurus is also at the end of this house, and this means finances may not follow the complete predictive path. Sometimes unexpected opportunities appear, or you may start thinking about new ways of earning money that gives you more freedom. With Uranus, things are always unexpected. We cannot predict when Uranus is involved. It is going to be unexpected. Home and emotional life, with Jupiter in Cancer in your fourth house, which is one of the most supportive placements in the chart, this can bring growth and protection around your home, your family, or your emotional foundations. Some Aries rising people may feel stronger desire to create a self-nurturing environment around them. For some, this can bring improvement related to living space, property, or family support, even buying a house if you wish. The North Node in Leo is in your 5th house, is guiding you towards creativity, joy, authentic self-expression. This is where life wants you to grow through creativity, romance, passion, and doing things that truly makes you feel alive. At the same time, the South Node in Pisces is in your 12th house, suggests that you're slowly releasing old patterns connected to self-sacrifice, confusion, or staying too much behind the scene. And this is also where Mercury and Mars are currently moving through Pisces in the 12th house. This means a lot of things may still be happening internally. You may be processing emotions, finishing a new chapter, or preparing for a new direction that will soon become more visible. Sometimes the 12th house asking us to pause before the next big beginning. Pluto is in Aquarius in your 11th house and is beginning a long-term transformation of friendship, communities, and long-term goals. Over the coming years, you may notice that your social cycles change. Some friendships become deeper and more meaningful, while others faded away if they are no longer aligned with the person you are becoming. Well, Pluto here often brings powerful connections with people who shares your vision for the future. So, Aries rising, April feels like the start of personal transformation cycle. With Saturn and Neptune in your 1st house, life is asking you to dream bigger, but also to take responsibility for the life you want to build. So they should be responsible and structured steps through your dreams. At the same time, the planets in your 12th house remind you that some things are still unfolding quietly behind the scene. So take your time, because the identity you're shaping now may define the next chapter of your life. Thank you, Aries. This is your forecast for April. So I wish you wonderful April month and happy birthday. Aries birthday season is already on, so happy birthday to you. I wish you all the best. Taurus rising. April is a very interesting month for you because a lot of the planetary activity is happening in your 12th house. You have Neptune, Saturn, and the Sun all moving through Aries in your 12th house, which is very introspective part of the chart. The 12th house is about closure, healing, reflection, preparation before a new cycle begins. So for many Taurus rising people, this month may feel like little quieter or more internal. The Sun here shine light on things that usually stay hidden: your inner world, your emotions, and sometimes patterns from the past that are ready to be released. Saturn here may ask you to take your inner life more seriously. You may feel the need to rest more often. You may feel the need of boundaries or time away from external noise. And Neptune in the same time brings strong intuition and spiritual awareness. You may feel more sensitive to your environment or more connected to dreams, imagination, and creativity. This is the time when Taurus rising may be preparing for a new chapter, even if the outside world cannot see it yet. Chiron is also moving through Aries at the same time as the rest of the planets in your 12th house, which can bring awareness of all the emotional wounds that are ready to be healed. Sometimes Chiron here brings moment of deep understanding about the past, but at the same time it can also open the door for forgiveness, compassion, and personal growth. It is less about fixing something and more about understanding yourself on a deeper level. Venus, your ruling planet, is moving through Taurus in your first house, which is a beautiful placement. This can bring charm, magnetism, and sense that people are not naturally drawn to you. Venus can also help Taurus rising feel more confident, attractive, and align with their personal values. But Uranus is also in Taurus in your first house, especially towards the end of this sign. This means that your identity may still be evolving in unexpected ways. Some Taurus rising people may feel strong desire for freedom, independence, or a completely new direction in life. Jupiter is currently moving through Cancer in your 3rd house, which supports communication, learning, and connection with people around you. This can be a very good time for studying, writing, teaching, and sharing ideas. Some Taurus rising people may also experience positive developments involving siblings, neighbors, or short trips. Jupiter here helps expand your mind and your ability to communicate your thoughts clearly. The North Node in Virgo is in your 5th house, is guiding your life path towards creativity, joy, self-expression. This is where your growth is happening. Life is encouraging Taurus rising to embrace creativity, passion, romance, and the things that make you feel alive. At the same time, the South Node in Pisces is in your 11th house, suggesting that some friends, communities, or long-term goals may be changing. You may notice that certain social cycles no longer resonate with you and who you are becoming. Pluto in Aquarius is activating your 10th house of career and public life. This is a very powerful long-term transit that can completely transform your professional direction. Over the coming years, Taurus rising may feel a strong push to step into more authentic and powerful role in the world. Your career path may evolve in ways you never expected. So Taurus rising Aprils feel like a month of inner preparation. While some signs are experiencing external action, you may feel that life is asking you to slow down, reflect, and listen to your voice. Sometimes the most important transformations happen quietly and internally within us. And the work you are doing internally now may prepare you for the new chapter that is waiting just ahead. Thank you so much for listening the forecast, Taurus. I hope you have wonderful April. All the best. Gemini rising. Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your April 2026 forecast. April bring very interesting shift in energies for you because a lot of the planetary activities are happening in your 11th house of friendship, communities, and long-term goals. You have Neptune, Saturn, and the Sun in Aries in your 11th house, which pulls a strong focus on your future direction and the people you surround yourself with. The Sun here highlighting your social cycles, collaboration, and the dreams you're working towards. You may feel more aware of what kind of future you want to build and which people truly support that vision. Saturn in this house can bring a more serious tone to friendship and group dynamics. Some connections may become stronger and more reliable, while others may slowly fall away in a way no longer aligned with your path. And then we also have Neptune here, which can bring inspiration and imagination around your future goals. You may start dreaming about new possibilities or new communities that resonate more with who you are becoming. For Gemini rising, April may bring an important question. Who are the people that truly belong in the future you are creating? Chiron is also at your 11th house, because Chiron is in Aries as well, which can bring healing around belonging and acceptance. Some Gemini rising people may become more aware of old wounds connected with friendship or feeling like an outsider. But Chiron also offers wisdom. It allows you to connect with others in a deeper and more authentic way. And you may have attract more Aries people recently in your life as your social cycles, At the same time, Mercury and Mars are moving through Pisces in your 10th house, which bring attention to career and professional matters. Mercury here can bring an important conversation related to work or long-term direction. You may be thinking a lot about public role or what you want to accomplish. I would imagine March was difficult for you with Mercury retrograde in your 10th house. Probably it feels like when you go out on the streets, it feels like you don't know which direction you should take. You don't know which is the way. Mars in this house can increase ambition and motivation. But in Pisces, it may also feel slightly unclear at times. What action should be taken? What is the goal exactly? What is the purpose? If the action is justified by the purpose. It's all things of those lines. Gemini risings may feel pulled in different directions professionally. The key here is to stay flexible and trust the clarity will continue to develop. Venus is moving through Taurus in your 12th house, which is quieter placement for Venus. This can sometimes bring financial benefits that happen behind the scene or support from unexpected sources. At the same time, Uranus is also in Taurus here, which can bring sudden insights or changes related hidden resources or subconscious patterns. But Uranus is just 2 degrees away from Gemini, and then you will have it in your first house. So the unexpected change is on the way. Jupiter is currently moving through Cancer in your second house. It's been in your second house for quite a while because it's 15 degrees in Cancer, which is one of the best placements for financial growth. This can bring opportunities to increase income, improve financial stability, or feel more confident about your personal values. Jupiter here encourages Gemini rising to trust their talents and use them in practical way. After this transit in Jupiter, I think Gemini risings are going to feel more aware of their own worth, self-worth. They will become more confident. They will become aware of their own strength and capabilities. The North Node in Virgo is in the 4th house. And is guiding your life path towards building stronger foundations. This may involve creating stability in your home life, strengthening family connections, or developing deeper sense of emotional security. At the same time, the South Node in Pisces is in your 10th house, suggested that some old career expectations or public roles may be shifted. You may be redefining what success truly means for you. So, Gemini rising, April feels like a month where your future vision and your personal foundations are both evolving. Friendship and communities may shift as you move closer towards the life you truly want to build. And at the same time, Jupiter reminds you that your talents and sources are expanding. Not only expanding physically, but you can feel them, your own sense of self-worth expanding as well. Trust that the path ahead is opening, step by step. Thank you so much, Gemini, for listening April forecast. I wish you wonderful April. All the best. Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your April forecast. April is a very important month for you because the main planetary focus is happening in your 10th house of career, public life, long-term directions. You have Neptune, Saturn, and the Sun all moving through Aries in your 10th house, which brings strong attention to your professional path and your role in the world. The Sun here can bring visibility. People may notice you at work or You may feel a stronger desire to step forward and pursue your ambitions. But Saturn in this house also asks for responsibilities and structure. Some Cancer rising people may feel increased pressure in career matters or the need to take professional goals more seriously. Saturn here often marks a period where you are building something that will last long term, even if the process requires patience. And then we also have Neptune in this house. Neptune brings vision and imagination, so you may begin to dream about a new direction for your career or different ways of expressing your talents in the world. For many Cancer people, this month may bring the important question: what kind of a legacy do I want to create in my life? Chiron is also in the 10th house and is been there for quite a while now. So this can bring awareness of old wounds connected to recognition, confidence, or feeling seen in your professional life. But Chiron also allows healing through experience. Something by stepping into leadership or sharing your wisdom, you realize how much you actually have to offer. Jupiter is currently moving through Cancer in your first house. It is actually 15 degrees in Cancer in your first house. And this is one of the most supportive placements you have. Jupiter in the first house brings growth, optimism, and expansion in your personal life. Jupiter was turned retrograde back in November 2025, but then from 10th of March 2026, it's moving straight ahead. It's direct now. You may feel more confident, more visible, or simply more open to new experiences. Opportunities may appear more easily now, especially when you follow your intuition. Pluto in Aquarius is moving through your 8th house, which can bring deep transformation in shared resources, emotional bond, and trust. A relationship may become more intense or meaningful. Some Cancer rising people may experience powerful shifts around financial partnerships or emotional intimacy. This is a long-term process of emotional empowerment. The North Node in Virgo in your 3rd house is guiding you towards communication, learning, and sharing your ideas. Life may encourage you to study something new, teach, write, or express your thoughts more openly. At this time, the South Node in Pisces is in your 9th house. Suggests releasing rigid beliefs or outdated philosophies. You may begin to see the world in a new way. Mercury and Mars are moving through Pisces in your 9th house, which bring focus on beliefs, travel, education, and long-term vision. Mars here can motivate you to proceed knowledge or explore new perspectives. Mercury in Pisces may bring intuitive insights, spiritual curiosity, or desire to understand life on a deeper level. Venus in Taurus in your 11th house can bring support through friends, network, or communities. This is a good time to connect with people who share your values or long-term goals. Unexpected opportunities may appear in your social circle. So, Cancer rising, April feel like a turning point in your life directions. Your career path and your personal growth are both evolving at the same time. Saturn asks you to take your ambitions seriously, while Neptune invites you to dream about the future you truly want. And with Jupiter in your sign, you have a powerful opportunity to expand into a new chapter of life. Trust that the steps you take now are leading you towards something meaningful. Thank you so much, Cancer Risings, for listening this forecast. I wish you wonderful April. All the best. Hello, Rio Rising. Welcome to your April astrological forecasts. April brings a very dynamic energies for you because a strong concentration of planets is happening in your 9th house. And the 9th house is associated with vision, belief system, and life direction. You have Neptune, Saturn, and the Sun in the 9th house, which activates your desire to grow, explore, and see the world from a bigger perspective. The Sun here shines a light on the new possibilities. You may feel drawn towards learning something new, traveling, studying, or expanding your understanding of life. But Saturn in this house also asks you to take your beliefs more seriously. You may begin questioning what you truly believe and what direction your life should take. Sometimes Saturn in the 9th house pushes us to redefine our philosophy of life. And then we also have Neptune here, which adds a visionary qualities to this process. Neptune brings imagination, inspiration, and sense that life may be guiding you towards something more meaningful. For Leo rising, may bring an important inner question. What kind of future do I believe in? Chiron, it's also in Aries in your 9th house. This can bring healing through knowledge, teaching, or spiritual understanding. Some Leo rising people may discover that sharing their experience or learning from past challenges can help others. Sometimes the wounds we carry become the wisdom we offer to the world. Venus is in Taurus in your 10th house, which is very supportive placement for career and public recognition. People may notice your talent more easily, and opportunities could appear that help you strengthen your professional reputation. But Uranus is also in Taurus in this house, which means that your career path may still be evolving in unexpected ways. Some Leo rising people may feel ready to break free from those professional patterns and move towards something more authentic. Jupiter is currently in Cancer in your 12th house, which is a quieter but very prospective placement. Jupiter here often brings spiritual growth, emotional healing, and support that happen behind the scene. You may feel more connected to your intuition, dreams, or inner world. Sometimes Jupiter in the 12th house works like a hidden guardian, helping you even when you cannot clearly see how. Pluto in Aquarius is now in your 7th house of relationships. If you're early born Leo, actually, because Pluto will, it's 5 degrees in Aquarius, it will be on 2nd of April. Yeah, so you need to be at least 5 degrees Leo rising. However, Pluto in Aquarius in your 7th house of relationship, and this is a very long-term transit and will transform how you connect with others. Some relationships may become deeper and more meaningful, while others may change if they are no longer aligned with your growth. Pluto here encourages more authentic and powerful partnerships. But be careful with the relationship power dynamics. You can get yourself caught on that. Some Leo rising people, especially early degrees. Leo rising. The North Node in Virgo is in your 2nd house. Is guiding your life path towards building stronger self-worth and financial stability. Life may encourage Leo rising to develop practical skills, create financial independence, and recognize the value of its own talents. At the same time, the South Node in Pisces is in your 8th house, suggesting releasing old patterns connected to codependency issues or emotional entanglement. Mercury and Mars are moving through Pisces in your 8th house, which bring attention to emotional bond, shared finances, as well as psychological transformation internally. Conversations around trust, intimacy, or resources may arise within the partnership, the intimate partnership. This is also a powerful time for inner emotional understanding. So, Leo rising, April feels like a month of expanding your perspective on life. You may begin to see the world differently and start moving towards a future that feels more aligned with your own beliefs. At the same time, changes in relationship and career may help you step into a more authentic version of yourself. Trust that process, because sometimes the path forward becomes clear only after we allow ourselves to grow beyond our own old limits. In the next months, Jupiter will still moving through your 12th house, but in July, Jupiter will be ingressing in Leo, and this is when the magic will happen for you. So, thank you so much, Leo Rising, for listening this forecast. I wish you wonderful April. All the best. Virgo Rising. Hello, Virgo. April brings a very deep transformational energy for you because many of the planets are activating your 8th house. The sun here brings awareness to matters that usually may stay beneath the surface. This could involve shared finances, investments, emotional bond, or deeper inner healing. You have Neptune, Saturn, and the Sun, all in Aries in your 8th house, which is the part of the chart connected with emotional depth, shared resources, psychological transformation, and personal empowerment. Saturn in the 8th house may ask you to approach those matters more seriously. Some Virgo risings people may need to take responsibility for financial agreements, debts, or shared commitments. Saturn here is not about fear, it is about building emotional and financial strength. And then we also have Neptune here, which is add a spiritual and intuitive layer of this process. Neptune can bring deeper emotional understanding, compassion, and the desire to heal those wounds. For Virgo rising, April may bring an important inner question based on congested 8th house at the moment. And the question is what I'm ready to release so I can step into more empowered version of myself. Chiron is also in Aries, also in the 8th house. It's almost at the end of the 8th house. This placement usually bringing awareness of emotional wounds connected to trust, vulnerability, or past experiences. But Chiron can bring healing as well on a deep level. Sometimes by facing the deeper parts of ourselves, we discover our greatest strengths. Venus in Taurus is in your 9th house on 3 degrees, which bring pleasant opportunities connected with learning, travel, education, and expanding your worldview. You may feel drawn to explore new ideas, culture, and philosophies. Uranus is also in Taurus here, which means unexpected opportunities for learn or travel could appear. Some Virgo rising people may be thinking about a completely new direction for their future. Jupiter is currently moving towards Cancer. Jupiter it is already in Cancer, 15 degrees, in your 11th house, which is beautiful placement for friendship and supportive network. This can bring helpful people into your life, friends, colleges, or communities that support your growth. Opportunities may appear through connection with others. Sometimes the right people appear exactly when you need. The North Node in Virgo is in your 1st house and is guiding your life path towards personal development and independence. Life is encouraging you to focus more on yourself, your identity, and the direction you want your life to take. And at the same time, the South Node in Pisces is in your 7th house, suggests releasing patterns of overgiving or losing yourself too much in relationship. Virgo rising is learning to balance self and partnerships. Pluto in Aquarius is moving towards your 6th house, which brings deep transformation to your work routines, health habits, and daily responsibilities. Over time, you may completely change how you work, take care of your health, or structure your daily life. This transit pushes you towards greater efficiency and personal empowerment. Mercury and Mars are in Pisces in your 7th house, which highlights communication and action within relationships. Important conversation may arise with partner or close connections. Mars here can sometimes bring emotional intensity, while Mercury encourages understanding and dialogue. This is a moment where relationships may reveal deeper truth. So, Virgo rising, April feels like a month of deep emotional and personal transformation. You may be releasing old fears or patterns and realizing what is fearing you. And once you release these old fears and patterns, you will come to realization that they no longer belong to the person you are about to become. At the same time, supportive friendships and new opportunities for learning may open doors in the near future. Trust the process, because sometimes the most powerful growth happen when we allow ourselves to transform from within. The transformation have to start internally first, and then we will see the external results. Let me know in the comments, Virgo rising, what transformations are happening in your life right now. I would love to hear what you're discovering about yourself, what you're fighting with. Thank you so much, Virgo, for listening this forecast. I wish you wonderful April. All the best. Libra rising, welcome to your April 2026 forecast. April 2026 Libras are going to be amazing, powerful month. The most important month of 2026. And brings very important focus on your 7th house and relationships and partnerships. You have Neptune, Saturn and the Sun all moving through Aries in your 7th house, which means relationship may take center stage this month. The Sun here shine light on your partnerships, both personal and professional. You may become more aware of dynamics between you and other people. Saturn in this house can bring seriousness to relationships. Some Libra rising people may feel the need to redefine commitments, set clear boundaries, or take relationship to a more mature level. For some, this could mean strengthening an important partnership. For others, it may reveal where certain relationships are no longer aligned with your growth. And then we have also Neptune here, which adds a layer of sensitivity and idealism. Neptune can bring romantic inspiration and deep emotional connection, but it can also sometimes blur boundaries. So it is important to stay grounded and see relationships clearly. For Libra rising people, April may bring an important question. Who truly stands beside me on my path forward? So, which people are real with me, which are not? Chiron is also in Aries. It's also in your 7th house. This can bring healing around old wounds connected to relationship or past partnerships. Some Libra rising people may become more aware of patterns they have carried in relationship, and this awareness can help clear healthier connections moving forward. Venus is in Taurus in your 8th house, which can bring attention to shared finances, emotional bonds, and deep intimacy. Venus here can create opportunities for financial support, investments, or shared resources. But Uranus is also in Taurus in this house, almost at the end, which means unexpected financial developments could appear. Sometimes this placement encourages Libra rising to rethink how they share resources with others. Jupiter is in Cancer in your 10th house, which is a very important placement for career growth. Opportunities related to your professional life may appear more easily now. You may feel more confident about your direction, and others may recognize your efforts. Jupiter here can bring expansion, visibility, and progress in your long-term ambitions. The North Node in Virgo in your 12th house is guiding your life path towards deeper inner awareness and spiritual development. You may feel drawn to spend more time reflecting, healing, or reconnecting with your inner world. At the same time, the South Node in Pisces in your 6th house suggested releasing habits of overworking or sacrificing your well-being or daily responsibilities. Balance between rest and work. It's really becoming important. Pluto in Aquarius is in your 5th house, bringing powerful transformations in areas that are connected with creativity, romance, and self-expressions. Over time, you may discover new passion or express your creativity in deeper and more authentic way. This can also transform the way you experience love and emotional connection. Mercury and Mars are moving through Pisces in your 6th house, highlighting daily routines, health, and work responsibilities. Conversation about work or daily organization may become important. Mars here can increase productivity, but you may also bring moments of stress if responsibilities become overwhelming. To feel like you're on the edge this month. This is good time to focus on creating routines and support your well-being. So, Libra rising. April feel like a month where relationship and life directions come into focus. You may begin to see more clearly who truly supports your growth and what kind of partnership belongs to your future. And at the same time, opportunities in career and creativity may open new paths forward. Trust that the connection you're building now can shape the next chapter of your life. Okay, Libra rising, please let me know in the comments what relationships are changing or evolving in your life right now. I mean, what's going on? I would love to know. Thank you so much for being here and listening your April forecast. I really appreciate you. I wish you wonderful, wonderful April. All the best, Libras. Scorpio rising, welcome to your April 2026 forecast. April is the most important month in 2026 from astrological perspective, bringing a strong focus on your 6th house of work, health, and daily routines. You have Neptune, Saturn, and the Sun all moving through Aries in your 6th house, which means your everyday life, responsibilities, and work environment may require more attention this month. The Sun here shine light on your daily structure. You may feel motivated to organize your schedule, improve your productivity, or take care of your health. Saturn in this house brings a sense of responsibility. Some Scorpio rising people may feel that the work demands are increasing and that they need to take their routines more seriously. Saturn here often asks you to build better habits and create a more stable foundation in your daily life. And then we also have Neptune here, which can bring sensitivity or intuition into your work environment. For some Scorpio rising people, this may inspire a more creative or compassionate approach to their work, but Neptune can also blur boundaries, so it is important to stay organized and clear in your responsibilities. So Scorpio rising people, April may bring an important question. What kind of daily life truly support my well-being and growth? Yes, so you have to question yourself how to support your well-being and growth in a day-to-day working environment. Chiron is in Aries and is also in your 6th house. This placement can bring awareness of health patterns or work habits that need healing or adjustment. But Chiron also brings the opportunity to develop wisdom through experience. Sometimes by improving how we care for ourselves, we discover new strengths. Venus is moving through Taurus in your 7th house, which is a very supportive placement for relationships and partnerships. This can bring harmony, affection, and pleasant experience with partners. Venus here can also attract new relationships or strengthen existing partnerships. But Uranus is also in Taurus in this house, which means relationships may still bring surprises or unexpected developments. Some Scorpio rising people may feel the need for more freedom or authenticity within the partnerships. Jupiter is currently in Cancer in your 9th house, which encourages expansion through learning, travel, and new perspectives. This is a beautiful time for study, teaching, exploring new cultures, or expanding your understanding of the world. Jupiter here can bring optimism and inspiration. The North Node is in Virgo, is in your 11th house, is guiding you towards meaningful friendships and collaboration and long-term goals. So this relationship and collaborations could be different cultures, different social circles. Life may encourage Scorpio rising to connect with communities or groups that share similar values. At the same time, the South Node in Pisces is in your 5th house, suggests releasing patterns connected to romantic illusions or creative distractions that no longer support your growth. Yeah, so you've probably been, you've been romanticizing friendships and collaboration with others. So you come to realization of that. Pluto in Aquarius is moving through your 4th house, which begins a long-term transformation of your home and emotional foundations. Over the coming years, you may experience deeper changes related to family, living situation, or your sense of inner security. Sometimes this transit encourages you to rebuild your emotional foundation in a stronger and more authentic way. So it's kind of, this transit will move you to serious, responsible adulthood without the need of the family to backing up. I'm not saying that's the case for every Scorpio rising, but for, let's say, the young ones, the 20 years old ones. Mercury and Mars are moving through Pisces in your 5th house, which achieves creativity, romance, and emotional expression. This can be a passionate and expressive time. Conversations around love, creative ideas, and personal passion may become important. Mars here can bring strong emotional energy, while Mercury encourages you to communicate what you truly feel. So, Scorpio rising. April feels like a month where daily life, relationship, and long-term vision are evolving. You may feel the need to create better balance between work, health, and personal happiness. At the same time, opportunities for learning and growing may expand your perspective. Trust that the adjustments you make now are helping you to create more fulfilling life. Thank you so much, Scorpio, for being here and listening your April forecast. I truly appreciate you. Please let me know in the comments what new habits or routines are you creating in your life right now, or you're consider to create. I would love to know, because I need to work on my own habits and routines in day-to-day life. Okay? I wish you wonderful, wonderful April, Scorpio. All the best. Sagittarius rising, welcome to your April 2026 forecast. The most important month of 2026. So many things is going on in the cosmos in April. And for you, April brings a strong and creative energy in many ways, because you have so many of the planets activating your 5th house of creativity, romance, and self-expression. You have Neptune, Saturn, and the Sun all moving through Aries in your 5th house, which highlights the things that bring you joy and passion in life. The Sun here brings attention to creativity, romance, and personal expression. You may feel a stronger desire to express your talents, explore creative projects, or enjoy life in a more playful way. Saturn in this house brings a more serious tone to those areas. Some Sagittarius rising people may begin taking their creativity passion more seriously, turning hobbies into something more structured and meaningful. Saturn here can also bring lessons in love and relationship, encouraging you to approach romance in mature and emotional honesty, in mature way, with emotional honesty. And then we also have Neptune in the same house. Neptune is adding imagining, inspiring, and artistic sensitivity. For some Sagittarius rising people, this can open a powerful creative flow. You may feel inspired to create, perform, write, or express yourself in new ways. For Sagittarius rising people, April may bring an important question. What truly brings joy and meaning into my life? Chiron is in Aries and is again in your 5th house. This placement can bring awareness of old wounds connected to confidence, creativity, or expressing your authentic self. But here is the good news. Chiron also offers healing through creativity and courage. Sometimes, by sharing your unique voice with the world, we discover our true strengths. Because a lot of people will resonate with you and they will find they're going through the same thing you're going through. And this is where the healing comes through community. Venus is moving through Taurus in your 6th house, which can bring harmony into your daily routine and work environment. You may find ways to create more comfort and stability in your work life. Venus here can also support environments related to health, self-care, or creating a more balanced daily schedule. But Uranus is also in Taurus in this house, which means your work routine may still change unexpectedly. Some Sagittarius rising people may explore new ways of working or seek greater freedom in their daily responsibilities. Jupiter is in Cancer in your 8th house, which brings growth through emotional understanding, shared resources, and deeper connection. This placement can support financial partnership, investments, or emotional healing. Jupiter here often encourages deeper trust and emotional expansion. The North Node in Virgo is in your 10th house and is guiding your life path towards career growth and developing your professional reputation. Life may encourage Sagittarius rising to focus more on long-term ambition and practical achievements. At the same time, the South Node in Pisces is in your 4th house, suggested releasing old emotional attachments or family patterns that may be holding you back from your ambitions. Pluto in Aquarius is in your 3rd house, which brings deep transformation in communication, thinking patterns, and learning. Over time, you may completely change how you express your ideas or interact with the world around you. This transit deeply empowers your voice. Mercury and Mars are moving through Pisces in your 4th house, which bring focus to home, family, and emotional foundations. Important conversation within family or around living situations may arise. Mars here can bring emotional intensity, perhaps short-term conflict, while Mercury encourages understanding and communication. So this is where the conflict is going to be resolved quickly. This is a time to listen carefully to your inner emotional needs. So Sagittarius rising April feel like a month of creativity, awakening, and emotional reflection. You may discover new ways of expressing yourself while also strengthening the emotional foundations that supports your life. At the same time, opportunities connected to career growth may begin to appear. Trust the inspiration that is guiding you. Yes, it's important to be inspired. Thank you so much, Sagittarius rising, for listening your forecast for April. Please let me know in the comment what new creative passions is awakening in your life right now. I would love to know what is inspiring you right now. What gives you motivation? I would love to hear from you. I wish you wonderful April. Thank you, Sagittarius, for being here. I appreciate you. All the best. Capricorn rising, welcome in your April 2026 astrological forecast. April is one of the most important month in 2026. A lot is happening in the cosmos, and the month is bring strong attention to your fourth house of home, family, and emotional foundations. You have Neptune, Saturn, and the Sun all moving through Aries in your fourth house, which means matters connected to your home life, family relationships, or in your emotional world may become more important this month. The Sun here brings awareness to your personal foundations. You may feel the need to spend more time at home, focus on family matters, or create greater stability in your private life. Saturn in this house brings responsibility. Some Capricorn rising people may need to take on family duties, deal with property matters, or make decisions about living situations. Saturns here often ask you to build stronger emotional foundations that can support your future. And then we have also Neptune in the same house, which adds a sensitive and intuitive layer to this process. Neptune can bring compassion and emotional understanding, but it also creates a moment of confusion around family matters. It is important to stay grounded and clear about your needs. For Capricorn rising, April may bring an important question. What kind of home and emotional foundations do I truly need to feel secure? Chiron is in Aries towards the end of your fourth house. This placement can bring awareness of all the emotional wounds connected to family, childhood, or feelings of belonging. But Chiron also opened the door of healing. Sometimes by understanding our past, we gain the strength to build a healthier emotional future. Venus is moving through Taurus in your fifth house, which is a beautiful placement for creativity, romance, and personal enjoyment. This can bring moments of pleasure, artistic inspiration, and romantic opportunity. You may feel more connected to the things that bring joy into your life. But Uranus is also in Taurus here, which means creative ideas or romantic development may appear in unexpected ways. Some Capricorn rising people may feel inspired to explore new creative directions. Jupiter is currently in Cancer in your 7th house, which is one of the most supportive placements for partnerships. This can bring growth, support, and opportunities through relationships. Exciting partnerships may become stronger, while new meaningful connections could enter your life. Jupiter here encourages collaboration and manual support. The North Node in Virgo in your 9th house is guiding your life path towards knowledge, learning, and expanding your perspective. Life may encourage Capricorn rising to study something new, travel, teach, or explore new ideas. At the same time, the South Node is in Pisces in your 3rd house, suggests releasing patterns connected to scattered thinking or unclear communication. You may be learning to express your ideas with greater clarity. Pluto in Aquarius is moving through your 2nd house, beginning a long-term transformation related to finances, personal values, and self-worth. Over time, you may completely change how you earn money and how you perceive your own values. Also, how you perceive any material values, um, including financial values as well. This transit encourages Capricorn rising to develop deeper financial empowerment. Mercury and Mars are moving through Pisces in your third house, which brings attention to communication, learning, and everyday interactions. Conversations may become more emotional or intuitive. Mars here can bring active thinking and a desire to share ideas, while Mercury encourages meaningful discussions. This is a time when your words carry a strong influence. So, Capricorn rising April feels like a month of strengthening your emotional foundations. Home, family, and personal security may be the central themes of the month. At the same time, opportunities for creativity, partnership, and learning may help you move towards a new chapter in life. Trust the process and build stability from inside out. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for listening your April astrological forecasts. Please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. What is happening in your home or emotional life right now? What changes are happening? What is changing in your home or emotional life? Thank you so much, Capricorn. I wish you wonderful April. All the best. Aquarius rising. Hello, Aquarius rising. Welcome to my channel. April brings a lot of activities in your third house of communication, learning, and everyday interaction. You have Neptune, Saturn, and the Sun all moving through Aries in your third house, which means you might be very active this month. The Sun is here, shining a light on your ideas, conversation, and the way you express yourself. You may feel a stronger desire to share your thoughts, learning new things, or connect with people around you. Saturn in this house bring more serious tone to communication. Some Aquarius rising people may need to make important decisions, handling paperwork, or take learning and studies more seriously. Saturn here encourages you to develop clarity and discipline in your thinking. And then we also have Neptune here, which brings imagination and intuition. Neptune can inspire creative thinking, spiritual curiosity, and artistic ideas, but sometimes it can also create confusion or misunderstanding, so it is important to communicate clearly, Aquarius. For Aquarius risings, people may bring an important question. What message do I truly want to share with the world? So you want to say something to the world, but what exactly is what you want to say to the world, Aquarius? What is the message you want to pass on to everyone? Chiron is also moving through Aries, through the end of your third house. The placement can bring awareness of old wound connections, old wound connected to communications, learning on feeling hurt, but Chiron also healing through speaking your truth. So when you say what you think, and this is really how you feel, this is the right thing to say. So this brings you healing. This is what Chiron does. Sometimes your words can help others understanding their own experience. Venus is moving through Taurus in your 4th house, which can bring harmony and comfort in your home environment. You may feel drawn to beauty, also to beautify your living space or spend more time enjoying the comfort of home. Venus here can also bring pleasant moment with family members. But Uranus is also in Taurus in this house, which means unexpected changes in living situation or family dynamic could appear. Some Aquarius rising people may feel the need of greater freedom or change in their home environment. Jupiter is currently in Cancer and is in your 6th house. It's been quite a while this position since last year, which can bring growth in the workplace and improvement in the daily routines. You may feel more motivated to take care of your health, organize your schedule, or develop healthier habits. Jupiter here can also bring supportive colleagues or improvement in your work environment. Pluto is in Aquarius and is in your first house, which is powerful long-term transformation of your identity. Well, Pluto in the first house, if we can explain it with one word, the word will be radioactive. Over the coming years, you may feel the need of changing deeply in how you see yourself and how you present yourself to the world. This is a period of personal empowerment and reinvitation. So I believe all Aquarius rising people after this Pluto transit will be totally different people. Yeah, I'm one of you. I have Pluto in my first house as well. So, and yeah, I'm going through that as well to this transit. I can feel it in the first house. And it's intense and it is radioactive. And sometimes it's just so many energy that have to be focused in different directions. And it's just, yeah. The North Node in Virgo in your 8th house is guiding you towards deeper emotional understanding and personal transformation. Life may encourage Aquarius rising to develop trust, emotional intimacy, and shared resources with others. At the same time, the South Node in Pisces in your 2nd house suggested releasing patterns connected to uncertainty around finances and personal values. Mercury and Mars are moving through Pisces in your 2nd house, bringing focus to finances, talents, and personal resources. Important conversations related to money or personal value may arise. Mars here can motivate you to take action towards improving your financial situation, while Mercury encouraging thoughtful planning. So Aquarius rising, April feel like a month of communication, personal transformation, and practical progress. I think April is going to be powerful month, one of the most powerful months of 2026. You may find yourself thinking deeply about your ideas, your voice, and the message you want to share with others. At the same time, changes within yourself may slowly reshape how you move through the world. Trust that your evolving perspective is guiding you towards your next chapter. Aquarius rising, thank you so much for listening. Your April forecast. Please let me know down below in the comments what new ideas or messages are emerging in your life right now. I would love to hear from you. And I wish you wonderful April. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. All the best, Aquarius. Hello Pisces rising, welcome to your April 2026 forecast. April brings a strong focus on your second house of finances, self-worth and personal values. You have Neptune, Saturn and the Sun all moving through Aries in your second house, which means this month may bring important development related to money, resources and the way you value yourself. The Sun here shines light on financial matters. You may become more aware of how you earn money, how you spend it, and what truly holds value in your life. Saturn in the second house brings a serious tone to finances. Some Pisces rising people may need to organize their financial situation, create a stronger budget, or take responsibility for long-term stability. Saturn here encourages you building financial security, but step by step. So make a spreadsheet with income and outcome and all of that. Make sure you've checked all your direct debits. Make sure you don't pay direct debits for things you haven't subscribed or you no longer want to have these subscriptions. So just check your bank statements, etc. And then we have Neptune here as well, which is your ruling planet. Neptune can bring inspiration and creativity into how you earn money, but it can also sometimes blur financial boundaries. So it is important to stay clear and realistic when making financial decisions. April may bring an important question, Pisces rising. And the important question could be something those lines of what do you truly value and how do you want to build security in your life. Chiron is also moving, it's actually in Aries and it's in the end of your second house. This placement can bring awareness of all old wounds connected to self-worth or financial confidence. But Chiron is also for healing. Sometimes by recognizing your true talents and abilities, you begin to build confidence in your own values. Venus is moving through Taurus in your third house, which can bring pleasant conversations, enjoyable learning experience, or opportunities to share ideas. You may find yourself connecting with people around you more easily. Venus here can also inspire writing, creative thinking, or communication. But Uranus is also in Taurus in this house, which means unexpected news, ideas, or conversations may appear. Jupiter is currently in Cancer in your fifth house, which is a beautiful placement for creativity, romance, and personal joy. This can bring inspiration, creative opportunities, or joyful experience connected to hobbies and passion. Some Pisces rising people may feel more playful and expansive. Pluto in Aquarius is moving through your 12th house, which begins a long-term process of deep inner transformation. Over time, you may become more aware of subconscious patterns, emotional healing, or spiritual growth. You may become more interested in esoteric world or anything spiritual related. You may start looking of alternative practices of healing. This transit will encourage inner evolution. The North Node in Virgo is in your 7th house and is guiding your life path towards meaningful partnership and balancing within the partnerships. Life may encourage Pisces rising to develop healthier and more practical connections with others. At the same time, South Node in Pisces in your 1st house suggests releasing patterns of losing yourself too much in personal emotion or confusion about identity. You're learning to balance self and partnership. Mercury and Mars are moving through Pisces in the 1st house, which activates personal energy and presence. You may feel more motivated to take action or express your ideas, to speak up, to speak openly, to express whatever comes to your mind. Mars here can bring courage and initiative, while Mercury help you communicate your thoughts clearly. This is a time when your voice and action can have a strong impact. So Pisces rising April feel like a month of strengthening your sense of value and personal direction. Financial matters, creativity and relationship may all help you discover what truly matters in your life, and at the same time, deeper inner changes may slowly reshape how you see yourself and the world. Trust the process, Pisces, because the step you're taking now can lead you towards greater confidence and stability. Okay, Pisces rising, what are you discovering about your values and your direction in life right now? Let me know in the comments. I do love to hear what changes are you experiencing right now. There it is, you have it, your forecast for April, Pisces. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Please like, comment, subscribe. And I wish you wonderful April. All the best.